Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, our podcast, She's New to America Pro. And today in our guest, in our session interview, we're having a series of interview her journey with our community members. And today we have Katrina, beautiful Katrina. Welcome to our podcast. Please tell us about yourself a little bit and introduce you.
Sure. Hello, Azhar, and thank you for having me. I'm Katrina, or Katya in Russian. It's just, I'm from Belarus originally, and my Belarusian full name sounds like Katerina, which is very hard to pronounce or spell. That's why I just decided to go by Katrina in America to make it easier for everyone. So I actually moved here 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. I've lived only in California, in San Francisco. This city feels like home already, definitely. 10 years ago, I was actually studying to be a translator or school teacher, So I was studying English, I was studying Spanish. But then life had other plans, I would say, and my best friend and I, we decided to participate in this work and travel program. I'm sure you heard of it.
Yeah.
We just came here for 3 months, but both of us fell in love with the place, mountains, everything, and also fell in love with the guys. So we just decided to stay and not move back. I mean, of course, our parents were shocked and everything, but we were young. We were 20-something years old. The whole world was in front of us. We were reckless, I would say. And honestly, 10 years later, no regrets. I would choose the same path over and over. But that was me back in Belarus.
Yeah, so when you came to the US, you were early 20s, and it was your first time visiting the States. And when you were living in Belarus, you just graduate your university. It was the early stage. Okay, what I'm going to do next? And you were learning English.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about moving to the United States? Was this the plan, or you were just, I want to see
No.
what is this?
Yeah, since I went to this language, university, there were a lot of students who were visiting, United States, United Kingdom, English-speaking countries. So I always knew that I will visit one day for sure, but I never planned on staying, never ever, because the path was very clear back home. You go to this school, it's pretty competitive, and after that, you can be a private tutor, which I was doing while I was a student. I had, a few students who I was helping to prep for final exams, so things like that. So it was all fun, kind of easy money, honestly, because 10 years ago, I remember I was in $10 an hour, which was I was a rich student, with my own money. So never planned it, but it just happened. I don't know.
It's love from first sight.
Yes,
And my first state, by the way, and a first city when I came to the US 11 years ago, 2015, I came to the US, and the first city was San Francisco. I
Really?
stayed there for 1 month, and I fell in love as well. And I remember that I wrote, so here's the Pier 38, it's the popular one. And I remember this little beach where I walked, and I sit there and I promised myself that I will be back. So I was like, I'm leaving, but I'm going to be back. But before that, I was traveling different countries. I was seeing different places, but San Francisco just stole my heart. And I can absolutely understand why you decided to continue your adventure in the States and decided from San Francisco. It's undeniable.
Yeah, and there is this whole monument called I Left My Heart in San Francisco. I think you might not want to live here for certain reasons, price and everything, but it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So
Yes, awesome. Wonderful. So 10 years later, you are here, and where you at? What do you do? What's your day-to-day looks like?
Yeah, I work for the startup as an HR generalist. Also, at the same time, I am a business owner. So I'm like doing both these days, and it's pretty challenging but rewarding. My path, I think to get into detail, well, not even details, but just to give you an overview, maybe for everyone who is new to America, right? And they don't know what to do. Because, okay, 10 years back, I come here, I decide to stay, but my education is just useless here. I know English and Spanish. Come on, I'm in California. Everyone speaks two languages. It's their native language. I'm still not that good even. So, and I start thinking, okay, what should I do? And honestly, how it happened, but it was very funny. So first of all, back in the day, I was dreaming to work in hospitality. That was like my dream. And I got hired. I applied to, a few places, and I got hired by like Four Seasons Hotel. It was like a great experience. And I learned so many things from there because the customers are like rich customers. I decided how to professionally communicate in English, how to draft emails. There was no chat GPT back in the day. I had to actually know how to things. Yes. So I learned so many things. And then me and my manager, I remember we were standing, and he was, so what do you want to do next? What's your goal? And I have no idea. And he was, you know what? You're like, your personality, I really feel you could be a great HR. And I was like, HR? What is that? And he was like, just like Google it or whatever. You will just work with people and this and that. And honestly, I was young, and I signed up for this HR 1-year program pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to San Francisco State University. They have this, again, 1-year human resources management program. And I remember this, first class, everyone there is an HR manager, HR director, someone else. And I'm there with my laptop Googling, what is HR actually? Like, what did I come? Like, why am I here? But yeah. So that's how I started. And then first job, right? Everyone is always wondering, how do I land the first job here? My story was just like, I don't know. It was crazy. So now I have this certificate, right? But like I still have no job. And back in the day, there was a company. There were a few people, Russian-speaking people. We were like hanging out together, going to opera, ballets, nightclubs, whatever. There was this guy. Like I've seen him a few times, and we just start talking. And I asked him, okay, what do you actually do here in San Francisco? And he goes, oh, I actually, I am a co-founder of this aeronautics company. If you don't know them, they are the first flying car company. I don't know if it's in the world, but in the Bay Area for sure. So it was 10 years ago. So yeah, he's a co-founder. And I go, do you need HR? Like, because I'm looking for the job. Like, I don't know how to get there. He was awesome. Yeah, and like 2 days later, he's like texting me. I asked our HR director, and she said that she could use some help. Like, do you want to come for the interview? And I interviewed, and that was my internship with them. And that's crazy, I mean, it was just for a few months, but I actually, got a grasp of it and kind of like understood that, yeah, I wanna be in this field. I really like it. And yeah, that's how I landed my first internship. But then for the HR, I started working as an office manager. And if you get into the office management kind of position, I think it's very easy then to decide what you want to do later, or you can get familiar with like different departments, and you just kind of like talk to your colleagues, to everyone around, and that's how they can introduce you to someone, promote you, offer you something, and you climb this ladder. Yeah, so that's how I started. That's where I am right now.
That's so interesting. I love that I think your strength that you can have conversations and you can just tell them, here I am. I need a job. So do you have opportunities for me? And
Yeah.
I love that you were able to took this advice that someone told you, like, okay, you need to be a HR, and so you took it very serious. You went to the school and you graduated. It tells a lot about your character and your determination, how you determined to goals that you're setting. And now you were a successful HR generalist at AI startup. Is this AI startup company?
Yeah.
So inspiring. Yeah, thanks so much for sharing it. What I would love to learn from you, what will be the 3 challenges that you faced and during these 10 years and you overcome them and you lessons learned? 3 challenges. Here's the 3 lessons that I learned through these challenges. And I would always recommend people to do the same.
I guess the first challenge is people will always tell you that you cannot do something. Even my mom, honestly, she was worried about me all the time. She always wanted me to come back to Belarus, that I have a career there, whatever. And it was hard. Sometimes you think, hey, I'm going to do this. I can. I believe in myself. But then if you hear all this, but have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? What's your plan B, Z, G, like whatever? Then you start doubting yourself. I think the first challenge was these thoughts of doubting myself. But then I really, really learned how to listen to my heart, I would say, because again, only heart knows what you want. Like, don't listen to anyone else. Because my mom at the end, she's like so happy and she's telling me, oh, you were so right. I'm so glad you didn't come back, 10 years back. Yeah, that was the first challenge. Second one, I would say I work in a very competitive environment, and everyone here, we hire a lot of engineers, and engineers are only top 40 schools in America. They are very specific, and therefore the bosses, the upper management, they are also Stanford graduates, like very, very, a lot of education. And, my boss, she has her kind of things, of course, but one thing that is undeniable, she's extremely smart. And at some point, whatever she says or whatever she does, I kind of started thinking that, hey, I'm not that good. We'll never be that good, I kind of stopped believing in my own skills and that I have something that she doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? And only concentrated on how she does things. And then it took me a while to realize that we're so different. And once, she decided to hire me because she saw something in me and she wanted to work, with me. It was kind of a personal challenge for me to realize that and being able to start valuing myself more. Third challenge. Third challenge. It's always how to stay easygoing and open to all the opportunities to come your way, because I feel the older you get, the more what if we get in our head, the more we are less risky, we are kind of in this comfort zone, and we're probably scared to take a step out of it. So that's challenging, but I'm kind of trying to force myself to step out of it.
Yeah, the first one, that you want to face new opportunities, do not miss those new opportunities, do not doubt yourself. And then the second one is that you need to see your unique perspective, and you don't compare yourself with others, and see that you have your own strength that you can rely on. I think you're in the right place, being entrepreneurial by your own. And San Francisco is a place where you want to be entrepreneurial, because it's a lot of the vibe itself so entrepreneurial. You get this from the air, I think.
Yeah, in the air. It's in the air, yeah.
Love that. So, okay, right now we see that you are HR generalist. Where you see yourself in the future? And you mentioned about your business. Do you see more you in the business, or you want to continue grow and become a CHRO, or what's the next big thing for you?
Definitely having my business, because there are pros and cons everywhere, of course, and there are so many good things about working in corporation and the benefits and the money and everything is good or can be good, but the amount of freedom that you get with having your own business is just incredible. And once I realized that, I can get back to my previous mindset, because a few years back I thought, oh, I will just stay within corporations. It's understandable, it's clear how to move between the jobs and this and that. But now, no, I really want to name the price. I really want to choose the clients. I really want to be as creative as I can. I really want to put all my energy and all the effort into creating my product. And somehow, even if you work crazy hours, but it's yours, you don't even feel tired. I don't know how to explain this. You're so motivated to give more or the best you can do. That is very fulfilling. It's within the HR field as well. Just help small business owners to develop their own HR department, with all the policies and procedures. And we, talk about the guidelines, how to get out of operations, how to run business so that it kind of runs by itself without the business owners being involved in it that much. And you cannot do this without HR stuff, basically. It's all around HR, just like 10 years ago.
That's incredible. Yeah, love that you found your passion, because when you have your passion, it's truly, you don't feel that you're working too hard. It's so
Yeah,
natural. You just work on this and it gets easier. And as this proverb says, that if you find the thing that you love, you will never work. So
a single day in
that's,
your life. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's so true. And I agree with you. I'm with you. When I love something, when I love what to do, it's never hard to me to do that. And I would never even think it's something challenging to work
Yeah,
towards. It's inspiring.
I agree.
Yeah. Katya, you're part of a community, right?
Yes.
And you see our new immigrants that are coming to the States, and you already passed through this path, right? What would you recommend to a community, to any other young woman in the corporate world? What will be your recommendation? What will be your first suggestion?
Um, I would say always be curious. That less there are hard skills to develop and there are soft skills. And I think in modern world, soft skills are more important than hard ones, really, because you can learn a lot of the hard skills, but it's becoming more difficult to develop your soft skills, and that's your curiosity, natural way of learning things, asking questions, getting into the nitty-gritty, getting into the details. Okay, maybe, I don't know, watching some podcasts, right? Finding ways that are not that obvious, because okay, submit an application on LinkedIn. It's easy, it's obvious, but what other ways you can go, what other communities that you can join, maybe what other forums that you can be a part of, maybe some Slack groups, maybe some maybe some events, maybe just post about yourself somewhere, just be curious what's out there, what are the things that people are doing. That's one. And then second, just overall life perception. I really like this phrase that life is serious, but not really. When it comes to looking for the job or all those serious things in life, just always remember that you can have this mindset that, hey, I'm just gonna play this game. Because if you, there is this, I don't know if it's official statistics or someone just ever told me that, but it was something if you applied for 100 positions, if you send your resume 100 times, you will definitely get a job. So if you just did it 20 times and you're saying it's impossible to get a job, you're just not there. So basically, the more you fail, start calculating, okay, that was just the 29th time.
Yeah.
That's fine. I still have 60 and I'll be there. I'll be very close, roughly speaking, right? So it's just live this life playfully. I would say, and learn how to use AI agents, really AI
Okay.
everything, because even at work we have a lot of employees who are leaving our startup for another positions. That means that there is a lot of work. Companies continue hiring because a lot of people leave, really, they don't stay, and everyone says that they got the job with ChatGPT. And it really
Uh-huh.
depends on the position, whether you needed to talk, whether you needed to like do some calculations, like whatever position it is. But don't be scared, because everyone understands these days that it's when AI, it's kind of like a skill already. It's not something
Uh-huh.
or that is not permissible or something. So
Yeah,
yeah,
this
for fun.
is really great. I love that you mentioned about being part of the community, find the opportunities, don't stay in your own bubble because
Yeah,
again, when you come to the US, you will be like, okay, I'm here, what I need to do just to connect with people. That's a great one. And it's a great example because you found your job because you were connecting to people and they were opening you the new opportunities and bringing these opportunities and opportunities come through people. I love that.
exactly. In
And
business and in corporation, like you can get everything just through people, no other
yeah.
way. So
Yes,
it,
100%. If you just stay isolated, there is no opportunity. You
mhm,
need to be through people, you need to talk to people, you need to share your ideas and being like open to
open,
take from what they're talking you like. And I think
totally.
again, your example is such inspiring that you observed the someone's recommendations about you that this gonna be the right fit and it's definitely right fit since you're in 10 years here you're still here and then you're building your business in this area
Yeah.
and I love the one that do not hesitate to learn AI agent. It's the future. It's unavoidable. It's the same as electricity. So people use electricity, they don't think about how it's come here, but it's something that will be there and knowledge will be commodity. And having the soft skills that it's more than hard skills. Again, your recommendation that you can learn a lot of things, but having the soft skill, how you communicate with people, how you build relationship, this all will bring new opportunities and new opportunities will bring next step of growth. That's really great, exciting, and very full of wisdom recommendations, Katrina. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for that.
There's something else also, of course, right now a lot of layoffs and this and that. And at first, if it hurts, it feels it's the end of the world. But honestly, sometimes it's just whatever happens always happens for the reason. And I personally know a lot of people who were laid off, who couldn't find a job for a year or for 2 years, but then at the end of the day, like they started doing something that they're really passionate about instead just to pursuing this like corporate, lifestyle. And that could be,
Uh-huh.
something creative, something like stretching, yoga, like whatever it is. The girls just started, doing what it was a hobby, at that time, but now they're doing this, for money. It's a work, and they're so happy, honestly. So it's like just never think that it's the end of the world because it's always just the
Mhm.
beginning of something new.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think that's really important in these days.
That's really really I think aligning because we've just had a conversation with Alua. She is a member of a community. She's 20 years in the US and she achieved a lot of things in her career. And she was talking about having her own thing and giving back to the community. And she was bringing, oh, yeah, I love yoga. I love stretching. I love playing in my dombra. I want to do this, but right now she's working. And I think what you're saying that when one door closes, you're definitely going to open the next door and then you will
100%.
start living your life. Maybe that's the sign to start living the life that you were dreaming about.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I truly believe it. And you gotta believe in it. That's
Yes.
the most
That's the
important thing.
that's the hardest part.
That's the hardest one. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta believe it that it's for the reason and it's the good thing that happened. If
Yeah.
something happened, it's the good one. You just open the next door and then continue trying, keep
Keep
moving
trying.
forward. That's a
Whatever
great
happened
mindset.
was the plan, you know?
Yeah, that was the plan. Love that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Katrina, for your great interview. I think we really, really enjoyed this conversation. I would love to have you again and talk deeper about HR and about the specifics about your business. Maybe we can dive into that part. But last thing, we talked about recommendations. What would you recommend yourself to the young Katrina came to the US 10 years ago? After this 10 years, what you would say to her and what it can be a recommendation or maybe some advice or something that you would love to say right now to young Katrina who decided to stay in the US.
Follow your heart.
Oh,
As simple
like
as that.
how to say like so chilling like goosebumps. Follow your heart. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
So you would say to yourself like follow
Mhm.
your heart, continue
Yes, I would
moving.
really say that. Because all of us, if we're here already in the United States, that means that we probably left our relatives, over there, probably left our life, whatever, Korea, whatever else. But if you really feel like that's the right path for you, it really is. You just gotta make a choice and like stick to the how to say this, results. Yeah.
Outcomes.
Outcomes, yes,
Yeah.
outcomes.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much, Katrina, for your time, for this wonderful interview that we had, and for everyone who listened to us. Thank you so much for your time. Please follow us, subscribe us, share this video with your loved one that you care about, and I hope this will inspire you to continue following your heart. Thank you so much.
Bye.